I don't have any friends. And I know what you might be thinking. Oh, Xavier, he's just being one of those pick-me's, who says he doesn't have friends, but really he does have friends. No, I literally do not have any friends. And this is not a new thing. It's been ever since I was younger. So let me take you down a trip down memory lane. So, the only friends that I've really had were like in preschool and 3rd grade. And it was one. And it was one for each grade. And those 2 individuals saw me for who I was and loved me for who I was. And ever since then, I've been so shy of making new friends because every new friend I made betrayed my trust in a way that I haven't fully all the way healed from. And that's where forgiveness plays in. And I feel like that could be a whole nother video entirely, talking about my struggle with forgiveness. But let's take you down the route of friends. Starting out with middle school, 7th grade. The last friend group I had to date, well, it was kind of in between 7th and 8th grade. 7th grade is when it was strong, and 8th grade is when it broke off. So, like, around 8th grade, we had a group project, and all of us were like, oh, why don't we all work together? Da-da-da-da-da. We all had different ideas, and that caused one individual to leave that friend group. But then, as me and the other 2 individuals worked on this project, it started to interfere with our friendship, and it started to break away. So basically, I am a theater kid. I have been in plays. I love being in plays. I love acting. That's what I want to do with my life when I'm older. So I had play practice. I was in a play called Mary Poppins. Sadly, I didn't get to do it because of COVID. But, like, I digress. So I was in a little play called Mary Poppins. And we met for play practice like 2 or 3 times a week. And me and my other, group project mates had to schedule times at our local library to, come together and bring this project together. At this point, it's like the end of the project, and we're assembling the poster board and the visual presentation and so on and so forth. So, one time I went over to this individual's house. We'll call him, or let's call them Pam. I went over to Pam's house, and we went with her mom and went to the store and got a whole bunch of stuff, for the project on that project board. Our project was on the Berlin Wall, and we were going to get stuff to make the poster board look like the Berlin Wall and so on and so forth. We got the stuff. I even chipped in. I had some of my own funds to contribute to this project and to this project board. We go to her house. We get a bunch of stuff done. I'm feeling great. We're feeling good. I put a bunch of stuff on the poster board. Go home. Have play practice the next day, and I end up having a delayed meeting. And since I have play practice, my other group mates decided to meet at the library, and I would meet them there after my play practice was done. Mind you, I get there, and then all HE double hockey sticks broke loose. And then I get there, and then I look at the poster board. They have the poster board, all the supplies sprawled out all over different tables because they're trying to get this done. It's due in like 2 or 3 days from that point. And I look at the poster board, and there is nothing that I printed out, nothing that I spent my ink on my printer or my scissors and cut out and glued on that board was on that board. They ripped it off and restripped it and redid it. And I'm just like, okay. Right? So we put a bunch of stuff on the board while we're there. Didn't think too much of it. Maybe it didn't fit. Maybe it didn't go right? And then after this, I believe this is like one of the last, if not the last meeting for our group project. And, the next day is the presentation. We're going to skip a few days because we don't have time for all these details. We go to the presentation. I have the outline. I think it was either the research outline or no, it was a research thesis statement that we had for this project. And this project was not just any project. My school had this weird, what's it called? It was like a competition, and it went nationwide. So we could go to regionals and whatever and go to the highest point for our specific project. So I was really taking this seriously. And, I printed out the thesis statement. I called them the night before, like, I'm going to print out the thesis statement. I'm going to make the thesis statement since y'all ripped off my stuff anyway, because in between that duration of time, that 2 or 3 duration of time, they ripped off the stuff that I put on with the group the second time. So I was like, I'll just print out the thesis statement. And the thesis statement was huge. It wasn't just a single, like, strip of paper that you, like, strip of, like, paragraph that you write for, like, a, what's it called? A paper. It was, like, a full research, look up research thesis statements. They're, like, 2 or 3 pages long. And I did it by myself. I didn't have any help. My father checked it, because he's an English major. And he said it was correct. And then I get to school, and then it's project day. Project day is when the whole school comes through our room and views our projects. And then over the weekend, they would be judged by proper judges. And then we would get our final grade with the teacher, and then so on and so forth, and we would go on from there. I get to school, and the girl Pam printed out another thesis statement. And it turns out the night before, her and the other guy, let's call him Cam. I know I'm rhyming. I didn't mean to rhyme. Cam and Pam either discussed over the phone, conversed over the phone, or, you know, met the night before and reworked a bunch of stuff in the project. And they wrote the thesis statement after I said I would. I'm like, okay, I've had enough. And the thesis statement looked terrible. Even the teacher said it looked terrible. And it had me in tears. And one thing I've learned from my parents, specifically my father, as a man, is like, you don't cry in front of people. But I was so distraught because I couldn't do anything in this project. And they were going, and the way Pam is she was the type of person to, like, spin the entire situation to make it look like I wasn't, you know, like I didn't have anything to do with it, right? And I was so distraught and upset. The teacher was like, I'm going to collect the thesis statements that you want me to see, so you still have time to put yours down. I didn't put mine down. I was too upset and distraught, and this whole situation pretty much ended our friendship. And it's been a long time. It's been some years, and that still cuts deep. And I wanted to share that story because that was the last time I had friends. And ever since then, I've been very guarded. And I've kept my guard up with a lot of things. Regarding friends. And it's like, you know, nowadays I don't get too much social interaction ever since COVID and so forth. I haven't gotten too much social interaction. I was been closed up in the house for so long. Now that COVID is technically over, the lockdown is, at least. I haven't really, you know, branched out and made friends. I have a job. I posted a video on my Superheroes 101 account talking about my job. I may repost it on here one day. Who knows? If you guys are interested, leave a comment down below. But, like, I have a whole job. That's my social interaction. And people there are nice or whatever, but it's like when you work, you don't want to be friends with people you work with. But I've had people that used to work for the company I worked for. I almost said it. Let's just say it's in food service. Because it is. There are people there that it would be nice to be friends with, but it's like I am very guarded now, because the things that friend group did to me really scarred me, and to be honest, I was the only black person in that friend group. And there were a bunch of other situations that I can share in other videos if you guys are interested that kind of led to this break in friendship. My mom saw it, but she was like, hey, your life, you're gonna figure it out, you're gonna make friends, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. And nowadays it's like, you know, I lost a lot. You know, I lost a lot of friends. When am I gonna start winning some? And it's like, you know, it's kind of feels kind of hopeless because, you know, at my job, I see friend groups my age walk in and I get jealous. I'm not even gonna lie, I get jealous. Seeing them walk past me and, you know, laugh and giggle, and it's like I get jealous about them being friends, and I get depressive mood swings. Would I say I have depression? No, but I get depressive mood swings at points in time, like, because, you know, I'm the type of person that, like, when something is wrong with me, I completely shut down. I go mute. And I'm a person that I talk kind of a lot. So it's like, if I stop talking, you know something is wrong. And this is why this feels like a confessional. Yeah, and it's happened a couple times at my job. And it's put me in kind of a bad mood. It not a snippy mood with people. I'm just kind of like a, woe is me. But you know, I am a Christian. For those of you who don't know, like, I am a Christian and I am walking with the Lord, and I'm learning to give my sadness and stuff to Him. And sometimes it's hard because it's like those compressed feelings of depression, anxiety, and sadness weigh on me, and it's like, you know, it feels like a crushing weight, and it's just nothing but a trick of the enemy. And for those of you who don't believe in God and are going through this, y'all need to believe in Him, because He will help you through all of these situations, and is He helping me through now. Because I am at a point in my life, and it's like, I know the Lord has, you know, I feel like He said to me that I will have friends. My mom has reassured that I will have friends, God-like friends, God-fearing friends. And, you know, I'm kind of waiting for that day, and they're going to come when I don't want friends. And, you know, that's kind of disheartening, because right now I'm like, I want friends, but I say I don't care in public, but I secretly do care in private that I don't have friends. And you can see it on my face if you really pay attention. Moral of the story, I don't have friends because of different individuals who have scarred me in the past that I have not completely healed from, and I need to forgive. And forgiveness is really hard for me. And again, I'm going to make that a separate video, because that is a whole nother can of worms to get into. I used to live vicariously through Disney Channel shows and Nickelodeon shows about friendship, specifically Disney Channel, because I was part Disney Channel, part Nickelodeon kid, but more Disney Channel than Nickelodeon. But like, I would watch shows like Ant Farm, Liv and Maddie, Jessie, and see these different individuals make friends and branch out and make relations, and I would wish I could live like that. Even YouTubers, and it's like, in society today, we have these unrealistic expectations about what a friend is, about what it is to be a man, what it is to be a woman, what it is to be an individual in society. And I'm here to tell you today, it's okay to watch influences online and think life is how they portray it, but just know a bunch of that stuff is lies, and written and rehearsed and performed, and it's not real. It's okay that you've gone through it, but don't fall for it twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And yeah, don't make the same mistakes I have. Don't live vicariously through other people, because you will only make yourself feel worse than you already feel. Feel your feelings and move on. That is my advice of the video. I don't know where this video came from. It could have, I believe it came from the Lord. But I just feel like I wanted to share this. This was supposed to be like a top 10 Disney and Nickelodeon shows, but I felt like I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about this, because it's been on my mind and lingering on my mind recently. I feel like I wanted to get it out. So yeah, hopefully you like these type of sit down videos, because I really like it. I really like them, and I really like doing them. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post premiere or go live on this very channel. My socials are down in the comments below. Tell me your experiences about friends down in the comments below, because I want to know and have a conversation and debate with you guys. And yeah, I just want to thank you for sitting down through this story time and lesson learning situation, and I just want to thank you for watching this channel. If you're interested in superheroes or all things action related, go over to my Superheroes 101 channel. We talk about everything having to do with superheroes and the action world over there. And yeah, if you guys want more content from me, you're gonna have to wait till next video. I post Mondays and Fridays. Mark that out of your calendar. I will stay committed. I can't wait till my next upload next Monday. And yeah, I'll see you guys all there. And yeah, my name is Xavier Lee, signing off. Let's hit it. Yippee-ki-yay, let's ride.